like, and sub. Hello there, everybody. It's me, your Lord of the Rings dad, and I'm here today with my beginner's guide to Lord of the Rings Heroes of Middle-earth. It's a mouthful. Let's just say LOTR Homie. Beginner's Guide to LOTR Homie today. And for those of you who play games like this before, like Marvel Strike Force, Raid Shadow Legends, Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, or any number of other gacha games that are out there in the mobile game world, a lot of this will be very familiar to you. But if you're coming in as a Lord of the Rings fan who found that there's a new mobile game, you want to come in and play it because you love Lord of the Rings, well then maybe I'll be able to show you a lot of stuff that's going on in this game. Just a basic overview of all the different facets of the game and what's going on. But hopefully I can present something for all of us to enjoy so we can have a good time, neighbor. So, anywho, let's get right into it. The first thing I want to talk about is the 3 C's. So with any game like this, the 3 C's are going to be in play, and you're going to be collecting a lot of your favorite characters, Strider and the Hobbits, some Uruk-hai, Gandalf, etc. You'll be constructing teams with those characters. You'll be putting together teams to play in different game modes. You'll be constructing those characters themselves, leveling them up, adding gear levels, making them better as you go through the game, adding stars. You'll be constructing the characters and the teams. You'll be competing against other players. Other players will take their rosters and their teams and compete against you. You'll be competing with your guild in raids and in any number of guild events down the road. This just lots and lots of collecting, constructing, and competing in the game. And let's start with the very basics. I'm going to pop down here to where's my well, you guys are what? There we go. Boo! Okay, we'll start right over here with the collection store and inbox, but mainly with the collection ring here. This is the crux of the game, right? You're collecting characters that you love. For me, the IP, or the intellectual property, in this case Lord of the Rings, is really important in games that I play. I don't play a lot of games where it's just random, fairies and pixies and wizards, and that just, I like to have, specifically tied in. I want to see Pippin, I want to see Strider, I want to see or Uruk-hai. These are Uruk-hai orcs. You don't know their name. Maybe you do them. I don't know. I want to see troll handlers. I want to see Eothane, Eowyn, Eomer, Sam Gamgee, Strider. I'm never going to call him Strider, but he will always be Strider in the game. Good old Sam. Anyway, so if you're in these games, this is what you're in for, the collection. Now let's take a look at each. Let's take a look at Strider here and talk about what his kit consists of, or what it consists of. So over here on the left side, you have Strider's abilities. He's got a leader ability called There Is Still Hope. He's got a basic ability called Push Through, and over here is the damage. Over on the right side is what those abilities do. So if you're looking to what's going to happen, over here on the left are the abilities that you can upgrade as you go. Over here on the right are what those abilities do. Every character is going to have those as you go through the game. In the middle here, these are pieces of gear that you can equip to your character that will make them stronger as they go throughout the game. So these pieces of gear are here. You're going to need to find these gear pieces in different nodes and areas of the game. We'll open this up right now. Here is I think it's, what is it called? It's a shattered crystal or a luminous crystal. So this luminous crystal is available through quests. You can buy it when it comes out in the shops. We'll show you that in a minute. You can play Forged in the Deep, which is open 3 days. That's a challenge, open 3 days a week. And you can play your game nodes to get these crystals done. So this is where you're going to farm the gear. The gear, as you equip it, when you equip these pieces of gear. When you get all 6 of them done, all 6 of those gear pieces done, right now he's at gear tier 5. You can see here, he'll move up to gear tier 6 when you get all these gear pieces equipped. Over to the right is the character's power. That is a subjective, really. I mean, it's kind of objective, but really it's just a number That gives you a general idea of how powerful the character is in the game. That said, a Strider at 1833 is probably more powerful than a Pippin at 1833, depending on what you're using them for too. Depending on, so characters have lots of different uses in the game. Healing, attacking, supporting, tanking, lots of different things going on in the game. Here's the character's level. You can take them up to the level of the game you're at. I'm at level 37 right now. I've got him at max level at the moment. Down here is your stars. I've got Aragorn right now at 3 out of 7 stars. You need 880 shards to get them up. And again, if you want to find those character shards for Aragorn, excuse me, I keep saying Aragorn, Strider. For Strider, you can only find them in your daily objectives. When you look in there, when you complete your daily objectives, you get Aragorn shards. Now let's go take a look at those daily objectives as something else. Down here are quests and objectives in the game. So when you click on objectives, every day you're going to have daily things you've got to do in the game to get certain rewards. Complete 10 guild battles, play 2 battles in arena, win 3 shadow campaign missions, 3 light campaign, etc. You get individual rewards for each of these daily challenges or daily objectives, and when you get all of them done, you get 5 Strider shards. That's what's in your objectives. Your quests are different quests you can do in the game along the way, which will provide different rewards. Here you see I can earn 3 stars in Light Campaign 3.9. That's actually hard Light Campaign 3.9. I'll get 75,000 gold. For unlocking 9 light side characters, I'll get these ability upgrade, common ability material and uncommon ability material. And then when I get all 3 of these done, I get 5 more Aragorn Strider shards. There are other shards you get in here as well. So that's what your quests are going. So objectives and quests down there. Back over to the left here to the store. So the store is here for people that want to purchase stuff. You can buy crystals in the store. You open, so these bonus chests are available every 6 hours. You open them up and it gives you 1 character shard, just something to kind of whet your appetite a little bit and help you push through the game. Every 6 hours you'll be able to unlock a chest in the game. And now there's no usually in here, and I'm actually, there are offers as well. There's another tab over here at the top where they're actually offering you different chests you can buy that'll open up like 4 different rangers or 4 different orcs, or you can buy a bunch of hobbits, or you can just buy a bunch of gear. So those are available for cash and gems up here. Maybe I'm putting this together a couple days before launch. Maybe they're not going to have these right before launch, but you'll be able to find that here in the store as well. The inbox is available. It'll have a red dot by it, like this red dot. It'll have a red dot by it. You get your daily arena payouts in here, other communications from the developers in here, lots of just communications from the game in here. That'll be in your inbox. Let's take a look at supplies here before we move on to other stuff. Every 6 hours, this refreshes as well, and supplies will give you the ability to purchase character shards with crystals or gear with your gold. Gold is really tight in this game, but that's something to talk about later. So you can come in here and purchase all this stuff. Generally speaking, in a game like this, you want to be able to buy all of the stuff that costs you gold. I think that's going to be a challenge here in this game, but again, that's something we'll talk about as you move on further. In the supplies, you can also purchase shards of a character like Éomer. Éomer is only available here in the arena shop or the arena supply store, so I purchase his shards whenever I come in here. Again, here in the challenge store, you can spend your, I don't know what are these even called? Challenge currency? These are called, oh, everything's available right now. Well, we'll get to this in a minute too. These are called Lost Artifacts, Challenge Coins. Thank you. Challenge Coins. So with your Challenge Coins, you can buy shards of Bolg or Halbarad here, or gear. Don't buy the gear, just buy Bolg or Halbarad. We'll have farming guides later. And here with your, what do we got here? Your guild currency. You can buy Woobity. I don't know if it's Wooby. I'm saying Woobity because I can go Woobity, Woobity, oink, oink, Woobity, right, Woobity, right. Tell me if you know what I'm talking about. Name that group. Name that group in the chat. So there you go. Miri and Woobity are available there in this. So those are your supply stores. Let's pop over here to play. Now, play is where this is kind of the crux of the game. You've got light campaign, shadow campaign, and guild campaign. You can go into any one of these 3. I've got it written down, and I should have had it open, and I don't. Let me pause for 1 second while I scroll over to here and it tells me which page did I put it on. I put it right here. I should have had it open. Let me back out. We'll talk about this. So light campaign is open from the beginning of the game. Guild campaign and guilds open up at level 10 for you. The Shadow campaign opens up at level 14 for you. So light campaign to guild campaign to shadow campaign, those are the orders these open in. Now let me show you an example of a battle. Now look up here. This energy right here, the gold energy is for my light and shadow campaigns. The blue energy is for my guild campaigns. So whenever I go into here, we're going to give an example. I'm going to go into my guild campaign. I'm going to go back just to chapter 1 here. And you can see here in guild campaigns, we get to unlock shards for the Gaj Ironhide, for Pippin, who, yes, looks like Owen Wilson, everybody. For this dude who is a human, Edric. And I don't know. And over here, we've got an Uruk-hai Orc, Ugluk, who's actually important. So let's go ahead and do one battle so you can kind of see how the battles work. Now, when I do one battle, I just spent 8 blue energy. I should have spent a little more time on that. So here's my blue energy at the top. I'm going to spend 8 of this blue energy right here on this battle to launch it and play it. Once I have played it and I've earned 3 stars, you see these 3 stars right here? That means I've played it without losing any characters. Then I can auto-win that battle. I can auto it as many times as I have energy available. So if I go in and do this battle, let's just show one round of battle. Now in guild battles, you can pick a guildmate's character. You make a character available, and boom, you throw it out there for a guildmate to use. We're going to go ahead and click ready. Now, when you're in battle, early on, you're going to be choosing all your battle choices, your abilities you use in battle. I'll show you that for a second. Then I'm going to auto the battle, which is available to you as well. If your characters are good enough to get through a battle without you choosing specific abilities, then you can select auto. I'm just going through. First you get basics, and we can choose different abilities. We'll get more into the abilities as we talk about the game more down the road. This is a very easy level, so you can see here that I can just choose abilities from characters. If we go through, there's a turn order. Here are my enemies. I've got Aragorn here. This ability I know is going to attack all enemies for 130% damage, and I'm going to wipe out the entire other team with that ability. Again, this is a low level. I just want to give you a taste of this here for how it works. Then once you've got it 3-star, when you've won a battle with all your characters surviving, you can auto at any time. I'm sorry. You can press this auto at any time. It'll just play everything for you automatically. The AI takes over. In this case, I'm not concerned about losing, so I just press auto. That's different from auto-winning. Auto-winning, which I just kind of defaulted to there a second ago, and my game just crashed. All right, I'm back. I have yet to determine if that's the game or my BlueStacks. My BlueStacks is kind of jumpy sometimes, so now I'm going to go over to the light campaign over here. You can see like this battle I got on 1 star, so if I played it, I'd have to actually battle it out. This one's at 3 stars, so I can click auto win, and I can auto it as many times as I want. Now, why would I do that? Well, usually what you're going to be autoing battles in order to get character shards or gear that you want. And then I showed you in the gear, when you click on the gear, it shows you where it's available. You can see here in this one, this little bowl of dust. Who doesn't want a bowl of dust? Is available there in that one. Now let's talk a little bit about hard versus normal. In both light and shadow, you got normal campaigns. This is mostly where you're going to get gear and experience. This is where you're farming gear in the normal. In the hard campaigns, that's where you're going to find. I'm clicking in and out. This is where you're going to find character shards. So in these hard campaigns, you can see here, I can farm Yeftu. Here is some of these characters you will know. Some you'll be learning. Just FYI, there's Herondil. Over here, here we go. Here's one that you may know, Eothane. Let's go ahead and auto-win this 5 times. I can spend 60 energy. I've got 96. I auto it 5 times. I get some experience for my game, overall game experience, specific character experience. I get some gold. I get 4 gear pieces of this branch, and I get 4 shards of Eothane. When I get to 55, I'll be able to level them up to another. I'll get into 4 stars or 3 stars, I think, at that point. And that is your campaigns are playing. Let's go to guilds. We talked about guilds a minute ago. At level 10, guilds will open for you. I'm in a guild with 34 to 36 members. We can take a look at those members right here. Hardwood, Big Boss, the Senate, Riggs, Babu Freaky. You'll notice that the name of this guild is the Nuchirium. When I streamed this game when it first came out in the beta a couple weeks ago, and that was everybody wanted to have a guild. We named it the Nuchirium. There was also an idea for Fellowship of Nooch. Since I don't have any interest in leading a guild, we've joined a guild collective or an alliance. There's a bunch of different people leading who can be in the guild. So guilds would be a little less important early on, except for borrowing that character when you do the guild. When you do the guild nodes of battles we just showed you. But eventually, let me go back to the main screen here. You see this raids up here? Eventually you'll need to be in a guild, and your guild will be attempting the raid together. So the guild will be working together to get maximum points or defeating the enemy, which is probably the Balrog. You may have the little tentacle thing at the beginning. We're going into the Mines of Moria for the first raid, so be ready for that. And you'll need to be in a guild that can help you get that raid done. Down here for options, you can pick who you have, who the allies, see who the allies are. I can change who I make available, excuse me, as an ally for my guild. I change it to Whoopity. There we go. Okay, that's the guild's place. Arena. Let's get to Arena last. Over here, this is just an energy refresh the game times it out, and it tries to give you payouts while you're awake. So every 4 hours or so while you're awake, it'll have these. You can grab some extra energy down here. See, 45 regular energy, 45 guild energy. At that time, I'll be able to come in and grab that energy when my hour and 6 minutes and up. Then it'll reset for 4 more hours. And somewhere around 9 p.m. for me, it goes to a 12-hour delay. So then 9 a.m. it'll load up again. I don't know if you can change your payouts yet. That might be in settings over here. We'll have to take a look at that down the road. Oh, wait, hang on. Time settings right there. I can view time settings. Well, no, I can't change that, can I? So there, my arena rewards are at 2 p.m. for me. My daily active resets are at 12 a.m. And yeah, we'll take a look at that. Maybe we'll reset it later. Adventures. Adventures is going to be a place for daily challenges. So you come in here and you can do dark relics. See, I'm going to be winning these shadow crystals. These crystals are the most important piece of gear in the game right now. You can see that once I've won it at 3 stars, you see I got 3. Once I've won these challenges with all my characters intact and nobody passed away during the battle, I get to auto win these as well. So, they become easier as you go and you max these out. You can auto them. Yeah, there you go. So you get all the stuff you need in the game. Gold gear, golden gear basically is what you're getting. Gold gear, ability updates. Let's see. You get these. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. You get these. We saw you could spend these on Bolg and I'm just going to auto these. You get your ability materials here, etc., etc., etc. And there you go. My brain's not functioning. Let's go take a look. I'm going to take a look here. It was for Bolg, and in the supply store, you can spend those here for Bolg and Halbarad. I don't know why I couldn't remember Halbarad's name. He's kind of important. Back to the adventures. Here you also see the Gardener's Journey. I would imagine we'll have lots of these available in the future. You're going to play through this with these, this apple currency up here. You get 6 of these a day. Every 4 hours you get an apple. And you can only play through these once, and they give you Sam Gamgee shards, so you can eventually activate Sam Gamgee. And what do you need to get in there? So if I try to go to Tier 2 right now, I can't get there. Tier 2 requires me to complete it, and I need 4 Road to Rivendell characters at 4 stars. That's going to be Pippin, Sam, Merry, Frodo, or Strider. I can only get Sam here, so it'll be Pippin, Merry, Frodo, and Strider that I need to get to 4 stars. Road to Rivendell. It is exactly what it says. It's the hobbits going with Strider. They meet him at the Prancing Pony. They go from there to Rivendell, where they form the Fellowship. You guys know the story. And how do I get out of here? Gotta go back to Tier 1. So you play through these to get your Sam Gamgee shards. You can only play them once, and if we go back and look at my character list, you will see that I have Sam Gamgee activated, but he's only at level 1. I haven't done much with him. More to come on that. I'll explain that to you down the road. We'll talk more, but this is a beginner's guide not an advanced player's guide. That's your adventures, and eventually in here you can see the raids are coming soon in your adventure hub as well. I think we've come. Let's go up here. Let's talk about up here at the top. Okay, so before I get into arena, I'm going to cover everything. This is where it shows how much gold you have, how many crystals you have, energy. You can purchase more energy for crystals. You'll get 3 refreshes of 120 energy for 50 crystals each. You can probably do that every day, whether you're free to play or pay to play or whatever. You'll be able to refresh this energy 3 times. Guild energy is a little more expensive. That costs you 100 crystals. That'll be more difficult to refresh as you get deeper into the game as a free-to-play player. Here you can buy more crystals. It takes me over to the gems. You get the idea. It takes me over here where I can buy more, and that enables me to do more of those refreshes, or perhaps even buy some character shards, as we showed you. Eldred, the Great Goblin, I can buy here with crystals. Over here, my gold, you'll find that this is difficult to come by in the game, and there's not a lot of places to get more gold. In fact, I don't see any gold here right now. By the way, this is just a random generator. If you spend 600 gems, you can open a pack that contains these. It shows you the odds of opening these characters as well. Up here, top left, this is just my character home. I am Nooch Too Good. I'm in the Noochirum. This is my collection. That's the entire power. Remember we showed you that Strider had a power level. This is the entire level of my entire roster. I've been a little handicapped here in the beta because I can't. I can only play the game on my BlueStacks. I can't play it on my phone. That's why I'm starting a new game, and you'll be able to watch that live on the channel. So this kind of shows you your name. You can change your name here. It shows your level, what ally you're in. What's the feather for? Shows you to select your squad, to save your squad. Okay, well, there you go. One last place to look here is Arena. We'll talk a lot about Arena. This is probably the most important node of the game for advancing and developing your roster. Here, you actually set a defense. You put your best defense out there. You compete in the arena, PvP against other players. Here, I would go ahead and battle another player's roster. This is the roster. So here, I put my team together. I'm going to battle against Twamasail. I could have picked someone easier. How about Poet? Here we will battle against Poet. So we're going to battle. That is Poet's team, and here's my team. If I click ready, I'm going to play Poet's team. It's the same as the battle mechanics as we showed you before. And as you defeat other opponents in the arena, you climb tiers, and you can see that right now I'm in, I think, Silver 1. Yeah, I'm in Silver 1 rank. So Silver 1, you get 74 crystals at your payout, which means 2 p.m., and you get 200 of these currency, these arena coins. As you climb levels, you get more gold and more of the currency, more of the coins, platinum up here. You're gonna get more gold, or excuse me, more gems, and more of these currency. All this is really important to developing your roster as much as possible. And at the top, you have the top player gets 620 gems of 575. This will be reserved for pay-to-play players, just FYI. And this is how you're going to be playing the game. That is my beginner's guide. We'll have a lot more guide type stuff to come. Let's pop right back over there to the right a little bit and show you once again what this game is all about. It's the 3 C's. It's collecting. It is, I can't remember the second C, constructing, and it is competing. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it helps you. I thought I took that off loop, but it's looping, and that's fine. Hope you've enjoyed this. Hopefully you'll come aboard and play Lord of the Rings, Heroes of LOTR Homie with us. I hope you have a good one. I'll talk to you soon. Always remember, Nooch Too Good.